Have you ever wondered what keeps your computer or phone ticking? Every time you tap an app or launch a game, an invisible system works behind the scenes to make it happen. That hidden hero is the operating system, or OS for short. It's like the orchestra conductor making sure every program and piece of hardware plays together in harmony. In just a few minutes, we'll unravel the mystery of operating systems, where they came from, how they work, and why different devices use different ones. Before continuing, if you haven't already, please subscribe to MTB-HD and click the bell for upcoming content. An operating system is essentially the boss of your computer, managing all the hardware and software resources so everything runs smoothly. Technically, an operating system manages computer hardware and software resources, providing common services for programs, allocating CPU time and memory, handling input-output devices, and providing a user interface, acting like a traffic controller to prevent collisions and make computer use easier. Operating systems were not present in the earliest computers, with programmers manually loading each program in the 1940s to 50s. The first automation attempt was GM's NAAIO in 1956. By the 1960s, computers supported multi-programming and time-sharing, with systems like CTSEs and Multics laying the groundwork for modern multitasking. The big breakthrough came in 1971 with Unix, introducing small programs and personal computers with early PC OSs and mobile operating systems. The operating system, OS, is a crucial computer component that manages functions like resource management, device control, file system, and user interface. It allocates CPU time, RAM, and storage to programs, allowing them to use hardware without knowing its details. This is the world's most popular desktop OS. Windows, the most widely used operating system globally, was first released in 1985 as Windows 1.0. StatCounter reports about 26% global OS market share for Windows, and on PCs, Windows is far larger. It initially appeared as a graphical interface on top of MS-DOS, and has since evolved into major versions like Windows 95, XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, and Windows 11. Windows is known for its user-friendly GUI and huge software library. Almost every PC game and business application is built for Windows. However, its very popularity makes it a big target for malware and viruses. Also, Windows can be troublesome due to its heavy system requirements and frequent updates. Windows is closed source, runs on a wide range of hardware, and emphasizes backwards compatibility. macOS, introduced in 2001 by Apple, is the operating system for Mac computers, offering stability, smoothness, and optimization. It is popular among creative professionals, including video editors, graphic designers, and musicians, thanks to Apple's built-in apps like Final Cut Pro, Logitech Pro, and GarageBand. macOS allows seamless sync of messages, calls, and files on iPhones and iPads, and there are no frequent forced updates or crashes. However, macOS has some downsides, such as its exclusive use on Apple computers and the need for expensive Mac hardware. Gaming is also a major issue, as macOS devices lack DirectX and powerful GPUs or graphics cards. Additionally, some professional software is limited to limited versions. If you want a lighter version of OS, ladies and gentlemen, here is Linux. A free and open-source alternative to Windows and macOS was created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds to provide a lightweight, secure, and low-cost alternative. Linux is lightweight, secure, and doesn't require expensive hardware, making it suitable for older computers and high-performance servers. As an open-source system, Linux can be modified or built into a variety of distributions, including Ubuntu, Fedora, CentOS, and Debian. However, Linux is not beginner-friendly due to its different interface from Windows and macOS, and users often struggle with its interface. Additionally, software compatibility issues arise, as mainstream apps and games are built for Windows or macOS, making it difficult for users to find alternatives. Chrome OS, developed by Google, is a lightweight and cloud-based operating system designed for users who spend most of their time browsing and using web apps. It comes pre-installed on affordable and fast laptops, making it suitable for schools and office work. Chrome OS boots up in seconds and has automatic updates in the background, making it highly secure. It also has access to the Google Play Store, allowing users to install Android apps, making it more versatile than a basic web browser. Android, an open-source OS developed by Google, is the world's most popular mobile OS. It is used by multiple brands, including Samsung, Xiaomi, and others. Android allows users to change themes, install third-party launchers, and customize almost every aspect of the system, unlike iOS, which has a locked-down interface. However, not all devices receive regular updates, leading to issues like slower performance over time and security risks on outdated devices. Bloatware is another problem where manufacturers pre-install unnecessary apps that cannot be removed. iOS, developed by Apple, is the operating system that powers iPhones and iPads. It is exclusive to Apple devices, giving Apple complete control over both the hardware and software. iOS devices are stable and have long-term software support. Even older iPhones receive updates for years. The App Store offers a highly curated selection of apps, with many developers prioritizing it for new releases due to its higher security standards and paying user base. The iOS ecosystem allows Apple devices like MacBooks, iPhones, iPads, and Apple Watches to connect seamlessly together. Unix, one of the oldest operating systems, was developed in the late 1960s at Bell Labs by AT&T and was designed as a multi-user multitasking OS, mainly for servers and high-end computing. Unix is rarely used by everyday consumers and is usually used to handle large workloads of big corporate servers, banking systems, and scientific research. BSD, a Unix-based operating system, originated at the University of California, Berkeley in the 1970s. Its examples include PlayStation 4 and 5, Netflix's content delivery network, and firewalls like pfSense and OPNsense. BSD's efficient resource management and workload capacity make it popular among tech experts. Every operating system has strengths and weaknesses. Windows dominates gaming, with nearly every PC game created for it, while Linux gaming has improved but still lags in selection. Mac has some games, but is not the gamer's first choice. Linux and macOS are preferred by developers for their native tools, scripting environments, and compatibility with servers. Open-source systems like Linux and BSD benefit from multiple eyes on the code, leading to quicker fixes for vulnerabilities and stricter permissions. Windows' larger installed base makes it a prime target for malware, while macOS and iOS have fewer attacks due to their controlled ecosystems. Linux and Android allow the most customization, while Windows allows some tweaking. Apple's platforms are the most locked down, providing a consistent experience but little ability to alter system behavior. From the first batch OS in 1956 to today's smartphones, operating systems have come a long way. We've seen Windows, macOS, Linux, iOS, and Android are operating systems that power desktops, mobile lives, and niche systems like Unix, BSD, Solaris, and Haiku. Each OS has its own philosophy, with Windows focusing on wide compatibility, macOS on seamless design, Linux on openness and control, Android on flexibility, and iOS on polish and security. If this deep dive helped you understand every operating system explained, hit like and subscribe. Have questions or thoughts? Drop a comment below with your favorite OS or what you'd like us to explain next. Thanks for watching.